the survey that came out by Pulse Asia. This was conducted June 17 to 24. Nung tinanong, defending the integrity of the Philippine territory against foreigners, obviously China, only 48% approved, 34% are undecided, and 18% disapproved. Nevertheless, this was the third highest net approval at plus 30%, just after protecting of welfare of OFWs and responding to needs of areas affected by calamities. Obviously, the biggest problem for the, BBM is still the
Inflation.
economy. Inflation, he has a negative 71 net approval rating, 76% disapproving, 5% only approving. Hindi ko alam kung sino nag-approve ng 5%. 19% ang undecided. Pero ito parang
Pwede parang third naman pala.
expected number one nila to eh. Yung West
Big R.
Yeah,
Hindi
yeah.
kasi yan standalone eh. Yung issue na yan ay compared to other issues. Ibig sabihin, yung 48% na yan, compared to other issues is 48%. Ang sinasabi ni Ronnie Holmes, ang number one pa rin talaga are gut issues. Inflation.
No, this is not about the urgency. It's just an approval of, kasi sa urgency, obviously, andun yung employment, inflation, given na yan, mababa yung, of course, international.
Ano yung top 2? Top 1 is OFW, top 2 is?
So, ito, I'm talking about approval, hindi ito urgency.
Approval,
Approval, pinakamataas is protecting OFWs, 70% approve, 6% lang disapprove, plus 64%. Number 2 na most successful is responding to the needs areas affected by calamity. So, guwapo si Gatchalian dito, DSWD, mga ganun. And probably Erwin Tulfo doing very well is also because of his perceived success as the DSWD secretary. Exactly. Plus 57%. Third most successful area at plus 30 is defending the integrity of Philippine territory. As I said, pinakapalpak sa kanya is inflation at negative 71 net approval, reducing poverty negative 34, fighting corruption negative 15, increasing wages negative 15, and addressing hunger negative 9. So practical on every major economic issue, with the lone exception of creating more jobs, not plus 2%, negative siya. Pero I was just expecting him to do better on the West Philippine Sea, na bakit 34% sa ating kababayan ay parang medyo hindi sila masyadong impressed sa administration na yun. Ito ay dahil medyo mukha tayong kawawa, na binubuli lang tayo, na mukha tayong helpless. Ronald, do you think that's the reading here? I mean, you're also very much active on the West Philippine Sea issue. I'm just thinking, bakit 34% undecided? Bakit hindi sila nagsusupport din? Para ang disapproval lang yung mga makapili at yung mga ano lang, di ba?
Pero kung titignan mo, di ba, yung undecided at saka yung 48%, yung mga makapili mo ay maliit. Yung mga nag-agitate.
To be fair, I think it's also possible yung disapprove want even more aggressive, not necessarily makapili.
Pwede din yun.
Possible, they want us
yung mga gusto mag-water cannon tayo pabalik.
Baka yung makapili 10% na lang yung base.
Kaya pwedeng mas mataas pa yan. No? Pero ikalawa, may problema naman talaga sa messaging eh. Diba? Yung misunderstanding, accident, tapos biglang attack. Diba? Ibig sabihin, minsan may dysfunction yung Malacanang dito. At kailangan, alam ko, masama loob ni Tariela eh. Dahil kinakailangan nila mag-tone ng line. Kumbaga yung sinasabi ng Navy, ng Coast Guard, ay dapat consistent sa sinasabi ng Malacanang. Ang problema, yung Malacanang, minsan magkaiba yung sinasabi. So hirap na hirap yung mga spokesperson like katulad nila Tariela na imasahe yung dysfunction sa Malacanang. No? So kailangan pa ayusin. May nakausap ako mga admiral, may nakausap ako mga commodore. May reklamo sila sa messaging ng Malacanang. Hindi ko na bagisin kung sino sila. No? So sabihin, may ganong klaseng problema. No? Unless yung pag-presidente na ako, yung PCOO ko na, si Mark, walang ganong problema.
Hindi ba yung iba din, Richard, hindi din nila naiintindihan yung complexity nung situation about sa foreign policy na ano. Baka nakikita lang nila yung binabangga, yung ano, pero hindi nila naintindihan yung what goes on behind the scenes doon, lahat nung ano. So yung, I think, baka mas ano lang, baka darating din, kumbaga, tuloy-tuloy lang, kumbaga improve lang ng Malacanang yung messaging niya about this issue. Tataas din yung undecided na yan.
I think we just have to show to our people na we're doing a lot and we can do even more dahil may kakayahan naman tayo. Hindi naman tayo mukhang pitsugin lang na kawawa. I think, basa ko, may reading dun sa social media at least, is bakit ganun lang yung mga barko na ginagamit natin? Bakit kawawa lang tayo? Bakit yung barko natin ganyan lang? And I always had to explain dahil gusto natin yung China yung lalabas na mukhang bully, di ba? Kasi kung malaking barkong gagamitin mo, then China will say we are the aggressors. No? But I think baka we
Halimbawa,
overdid that na eh. Baka we overdid that.
halimbawa,
Magpakita ko
halimbawa,
ilas dapat.
Big R, just to support yung sinasabi ko, pinag-uusapan ngayon within the military circles, no, na magkaroon ng isang spokesperson lang. Wala nang marami. Wala nang merong spokesperson ng Navy, spokesperson ng Westcom, spokesperson ng AFP, spokesperson ng Coast
Diba
Guard.
trabaho ng DFA yan? DFA should be on top of this.
Spokesperson. Ang dami mong spokesperson eh. Diba sa Coast Guard ka, 2 spokesperson mo eh, na nag-aaway. Sa Coast Guard lang 2 spokesperson mo na nag-aaway. So ang gusto nila isa na lang, no? At ibig sabihin yung desire na magkaroon ng isa na lang, isang acceptance na may problema. Isang acceptance na may problema sa communication. No? Kaya ang problema yung iniisip nila, di ko na mamagana kung sino. Ang iniisip nila na gagawing isang spokesperson ay galing sa traditional media na walang alam masyado sa West Philippine Sea. Wala masyadong alam sa defense at saka security. No? Kaya na-shoot down yung proposal. May isang iniisip sila na gagawin nag-iisang spokesperson.
Pakisend
Hindi ko
yung
na babanggitin. Ito kasi mga debate. Mga debate ito sa loob.
natin sa pangalan. Just kidding.
Okay, papadala ko na lang sa iyo. Papadala ko sa iyo yung pangalan.
Ito, baka hindi Mark Gambo. Kasi si Mark, attorney Gambo, marami na alam sa West Philippines yan.
Pero
Baka...
ang sinasabi ko lang, Richard, ay ito ay acceptance na may problema. Kaya napag-uusapan yung isa lamang. At napag-uusapan yung isang walang alam sa West Philippine Sea to be the main spokesperson.
Maybe because people feel if you have many opinions of your own, that might affect your ability to truly reflect the consensus rather than reflect. Naalala mo yung ginagawa ni Harry Roque? Personal opinion ko lang yan, hindi bilang presidential spokes. Naalala mo yung ginagawa niya yan? He shares his own personal opinion daw sa office niya. I don't know. Akala ko gawain lang ni Ronald Llamas yan, di ba?
Bawal yun.
Yeah,
Bawal yun. Wala kang personal opinion. Kung ikaw ay spokesperson, you don't have a personal
ego of the
opinion.
president. Exactly. I don't know what Harry was doing back then. Pero digong pa naman yung presidente mo. Si Digong mismo, he doesn't speak for himself. Marami siyang mga nangyayari. Marami siyang kausap.
Kaya di ba for a while tinanggal siya as spokesperson? Di ba binalik lang siya later?
Pinabalik.
Ay mismo si Digong nalito sa kanya.
Drama siya kasi hindi daw siya sinasabihan na mukhang ewan daw siya dahil hindi siya in-inform. Kasi hindi naman siya kasama talaga sa inner circle ni Digong, di ba? Parang ano lang siya, diyan ka na, bahala ka na. Ganun, parang tapos tumatawa lang sila sa yung parang picture ni Singson no, nung tumatawa kaya
nagkaleko na lang siya sa PAGCOR.
But just to end on this note, I think we can end on a more positive note. I think we are maturing, no? We're moving forward as a country. Ako as a Philippine, I feel proud here dito sa Hague, considering we have had many judges, ICJ, sila sa ITLOS, sa different organization. Yung ambassador natin dito si Ed Malaya, nandun siya sa advisory board ng administrative board ng PCA.
Yan ang expert yan ang expert sa Mutual Defense Treaty, si Malaya.
Yeah,
may 2 libro siya about Mutual Defense Treaty.
I'm very, very impressed with Ambassador. We had long nagsulat pa ng journal articles yan, academic articles and all. So I'm very, very impressed with him. So we have very bright minds on international law and all. And I think at the end of the day, yung 8th anniversary ng arbitration award natin, I think was generally on a positive note. Diba? I mean, dito at least I feel good. I mean, the reason I was here was supposed to talk about it, but unfortunately, isang event namin na-cancel kasi may death threat daw or something like that. Anyway, but I had productive meetings and all, especially with the embassy here and folks here. Ronald, what was the mood in the big events you attended? Ikaw ba yung tipong late na naman pumasok tapos may tanong ka agad dun sa mga ambassadors? And...
Medyo late nga. Dumating ako 10:30. Tapos pagdating ko, lahat nakaupo na. So, uupo ko sa harap. Dinala ko ng staff ni Tindo sa harap. So, kitang-kita yung pagiging late ko na pagpasok ko. Tapos dahil nagmamadali ako, naiwanan ko yung aking blazer. So, after 5 minutes, tumayo ako, lumabas ako para kunin yung blazer sa kotse.
Pag may
bumalik ulit ako.
Ka pala, grabe, hindi ka mag-prima donna.
So, naging disruptive. Naging disruptive ako. Tapos, upo ko, lumipat ako ng table, pinuntahan ko si Justice Carpio, no? Pinuntahan ko si Tariela, pinuntahan ko si Kwan. So, tapos nakikipag-chismisan ako habang may speaker.
Ikaw, Mark, how was our arbitration day for you? Meron bang meron bang mga sa vlogger sphere, yung mga makapili? Mga na,
Wala naman, wala naman.
hindi naman
Ano
sila
naman?
nag-aanash masyado. Wala na.
Hindi naman masyado.
Ang effective
O
yung
nga pala, Richard, yung front page ng Inquirer, yung banner, is a billboard. A billboard ng atin ito. The biggest digital billboard. Siya yung, siya yung
kasama
banner story.
Mark, kasama ka sa
Tapos,
atin, di ba?
Sama yan, si Mark.
Nagatid lang, nagatid.
Wow, ako lang hindi kasama. Wow. Wow, sakit. Doon sa
Koka, pro-US ka eh.
Meron bang bago? Meron bang bago na meron bang third
ikaw yung
na
kasama
plano
sa
ulit?
Excuse me, critical ako sa US, ha?
May pinag-uusapan, Mark. May pinag-uusapan. No? May pinag-uusapan.
Sorry, Mark, may internal fight kami dito. Kasalanan ka na yan, okay? Yes, Mark, you were saying, sorry.
Ayaw kayo sama, pro-US ka.
Ikaw, Mark, go.
May pinag-uusapan, Mark. May pinag-uusapan. Pero magugulat ka. Magugulat ka na lang kung ano yun.
Sige.
No? Ibang-iba dun sa nakaraang dalawa.
Aba.
Hindi pa rin pwede sumama si Richard.
Bibilib ka sa susunod.
Aba. Sige. Kayo nang bahala. Sige, kayo na. Mark, is there anything you want to add before we park this weekly Tres Marias discussion natin, Sir Mark? My closing remarks?
Wala naman.
Wala. May dadagdag lang ako, Big R. Dahil si Archbishop Soc Villegas, may plano sila sa July 16 na fluvial. Parang symbolic na civilian convoy sa ating West Philippine Sea. Pero hindi naman malayo, mga 1 to 2 cubic 1 to 2 nautical miles. 1 to 2 nautical miles.
Submarine na yun mo.
1 to 2 nautical miles, no? Pero ang mag-organize yung Diocese ng Pangasinan under Archbishop.
Okay. So
ibig sabihin, nag-aanak na siya. Marami nang sumusunod sa ganung klaseng example ng civilian convoy na nag-a-assert hindi hinihintay yung gobyerno. Kaya July 16, no? July 16.
So, ito na yung whole of nation approach na sinasabi natin. This cannot be just an administration thing. This cannot just be, academics or experts thing. This has to be a whole of nation approach. Kaya I'm very glad to see Mark involved in these efforts. I'm very glad to see yung nag-oversee ng EDCA nung panon ni Pinoy involved in these efforts. And from afar, let me show my love. Nice.
May emphasis,
Akala mo makalusot ka sa akin. Yung mami ko, ano mo si Ronald? Parang tinitira ka sa sarili mong show. Sabi ko, mami ko kasi
Carino brutal lang.
Brutal.
Sabi ni Nietzsche, what doesn't destroy you will strengthen you. So, ini-strengthen kita.
Sabi ni Nietzsche, pag 0.6% ka na, pwede na.
Dapat next survey, lagpas na tayo kay Kibuloy. So, galingan pa natin, guys.
Yun yung
Hintayin nyo. Huwag kayong magsalita ng tapos.
Milestone natin yan. Thank you
very much. Hintayin nila pag lumabas na yung bigas natin.
Basta, I'm sure mag-alma si Kingmaker kasi talo siya ni Shogun. On that note, very much future ex-senator and current secretary and DILG in waiting secretary Ronald Llamas.
Yung Kingmaker book ko, ikaw gagawa, Richard.
Shogun, ang title, Shogun. Toronaga Llamas. And salamat, Mark Gamboa. Thank you so much for your fantastic insight. Medyo sabaw na yata kayo. Have a good day. Talk to you soon and mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat, guys. Talk to you soon.
Salamat.
God bless po.